These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. The Market USA 100 is green.
Burt with a good drive through the middle. Butner to second. Brandon Ward already making his way to third. Look at Skip Flores with that run on the outside. Trying to get some spots. Didn't quite make anything of it. He tried to go outside at Danny Prost. Instead, he gave the spot up to John Holloman. And now Danny Bone working to the inside. That would be for, I believe, 7th. And then Flores will finally fall back in line.
Andrew Hurrah gets into the 75 further back in the field. Jeffries almost spins. There's a lot of chaos going on right now at Bowman Gray Stadium. Here we go. 28 laps as we tick the start-finish line. Last year's champ to the outside. Myers, Ward dancing into turn number 1 through turn number 2. Myers scored the leader. Now the battle is on for the 4th position. Holloman takes it. Here comes the North American Construction 57. Bad to the bone. Danny Bone will move into the top 5.
Prost up on that high line has not worked out well for him. Here comes Kyle Southern to the bottom. Mike Speedy now working to the inside and cracking on the edge of the top 5. Big shove there from Skip Flores right into the back of Danny Prost's bumper as they continue to fight for position a little bit further back. And now Brandon Ward's also managed to get second away from Randy Butner too.
To the outside. Green flag is out. Holloman also on the outside. Burt Myers with a hefty charge into turn number 1 and turn number 2. Now the battle is on for the 2nd and the 3rd and 4th position.
Look at the run that John Holloman gets. Tons of motor in that 69 car, and he'll jump to 3rd over Randy Butner. Kyle Southern trying to work the high line. Brandon Ward trying to run down Burt Myers, and John Holloman trying to get back to the front to reprise the battle that he and Myers had just 1 week ago. That ended up being one of the top 5 highlights on Flow Racing of the week. Looking to make it 2 for 2 and find a way back to Carolina Road Floors victory lane. Lap 44, your restart comes. Burt Myers back on the gas pedal, immediately gets there. What a great jump from John Holloman, though, to the inside of Brandon Ward. He goes, but he didn't get the run out of turn 2 he needed, so Ward will hang on to the spot for now. Kyle Southern's already up to 4th, and then they're door-to-door for 5th on back between Butner and Fleming and Bone and Speedy, and then Skip Flores and Tim Brown. 6 cars there trying to sort out 5th through 10th, 11th.
Wow, that is an incredible battle. Butner. Now here comes Chris Fleming. Here comes Speeny. Round the outside, round the outside. Oh, the 57 is stuck on the bottom. Here comes Tim Brown. The Rocket side by side with Bone down the back straightaway.
Brown is the only car in this field, save for, I believe, Slate Myers a few spots behind him, that's stuck up on that high line trying to make something work, but just not enough drive on corner exit until this run down the back straightaway to try and clear Danny Bone. Not like he's got a lot of real estate otherwise, though. If he gets clear Bone, he'll be right on Randy Butner's rear bumper for a run at the 7th position.
That is textbook side-by-side racing. Here comes the 57, throws it in underneath him. Great drive off by the number 83. Tim Brown gets a spot. Can he close the door? He does so.
Lap 60 on the board of the Market USA 100. Great jump for Burt Myers off the line. Ward slides in behind him to go to the inside at 2nd. Holloman now banging fenders and bars with Kyle Southern to try and get the 3rd position away, and Mike Speeny trying to follow on the inside. Let Holloman create the hole, get the track position, get up into the top 4 and get that fans challenge $6,000.
Oh, they're getting physical here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The 9 is struggling to stay on the outside of Holloman as he washes up ever so slightly. Now here comes Speeny, who gets sideways off the turn. This is a gaggle of ferocious horsepower here, side by side. Tim Brown on the outside.
And that is for the 6th position on the racetrack. Fleming to the inside, runs it way up in the corner, gets the spot, and gives an opportunity for Danny Bone to almost get in there, and then they make contact between wheels, and that brings out the call 811 before you did caution. Great work there from Bone to save it,
Bone's
but
not
now
happy.
he is mad at Tim Brown because they made contact down the backstretch.
Oh, he's not happy with Tim Brown. He's not happy at all. He felt like Tim Brown came down into him, and when he did, it looked like when he came down, he knocked into that right front wheel. A heck of a save by that New Jersey native who now lives in Mooresville, North Carolina. But Danny Bone with the save of the day right there. The
green flag back out the air, and Burt Myers back on the gas pedal.
Myers out to a commanding lead, but all eyes are on the grouping of 3 side-by-side cars. from third on back. Holloman on the inside, Southern on the outside. Then you've got Speeney and Brown, Fleming and Bone. Oh, Holloman just gets by. Now here comes Speeney. Speeney to the inside. This is the spot he needs for the fans challenge. One more spot, and he's in line for a $6,000 bonus, and he's got it. But no, fighting hard on the outside is the number 9.
Never mind the fact that a lap ago, Danny Bone gave an absolute shot to Tim Brown in that high lane. They went up the racetrack a little bit and lost some ground to Chris Fleming and company, who were on the bottom, not beating into each other's cars. So here comes Fleming with a little contact, and he's going to send Kyle Southern around up in 3 and 4 and bring out the call 811 before you dig. Caution.
Back to green flag. Lap 74 will click on the scoreboard, and Brandon Ward gets to the lead from the outside. Brandon Ward takes the lead. Wow. Burt Myers possibly trouble on the Citrus Safe number 1. He is backing up. He is slow. Burt Myers' bid for a 96th win could be over.
Trouble for Burt Myers in that car, now coming to a big stop on the back straightaway, and Burt Myers is slow. These fans have just completely erupted underneath us down the front straightaway grandstands. Just about everybody got up. I see clapping hands. I see fans waving and saying goodbye as Burt Myers' car has faded just like that.
21st to 2nd. Green flag is out.
He did not get a good jump on that restart, though. Brandon Ward absolutely ran right out of the gate. And here comes Tim Brown looking for win number 100. Nothing there, but Danny Bone gets into Brown, who gets into Speedy, who stacks it up in the corner, and everybody spins out. The call 811 before you dig. Caution comes out yet again. So
here comes the Flow Racing replay. Let's diagnose it here. The 10 has the spot. He moves down. There's the 53 with the big push to the back bumper, and then he gets stacked. And there you go. Like I always say, polka, polka, polka. The accordion took place. Poor Chris Fleming gets plowed into there, and that's going to take out the radiator on the 79. Coming off the north turn. Green flag is back out for the Titans of the Modified Division. Danny Bone with a charge on the outside. Ward pushes up. Side by side they go off of turn number 2. Bone with the ferocious charge on the outside.
A fabulous, fabulous start there from Danny Bone. That's about as good as we've seen from anybody on the outside all night. He's still alongside Brandon Ward for the race lead. Chris Fleming up to 3rd. Jason Myers is now 1 spot away from the fans' challenge position. After everything on that is there's contact up for the race lead.
The big bump, and here comes the 57 to the bottom. Bone to the bottom. Ward to the top, trying to hang on to the lead late in the late stages of the Market USA 100. He returns the favor with the bump. Bone goes high. Here comes Ward to the lead. A battle royale at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Will Danny Bone have the opportunity to get back into the rear bumper of Brandon Ward? Ward entered the corner deep to make sure there wasn't any contact through 1 and 2 last time by, and now he's got a bit of a gap, maybe just enough to hold it off as he hits the stripe. We are within 10 laps to go of the finish of the Market USA 100.
8 laps to go to be specific. Brandon Ward is your leader. The 57 of Danny Bone is in 2nd. Yellow flag is out.
Burt Myers back on the racetrack too.
Brother Jason Myers, 1 more spot for his $6,000 bonus. But out front, Brandon Ward gets the great launch. Here comes the 57 to the bottom. Gets it to him slightly coming off of turn 2. He leads him now into the north turn. The battle is on for 3rd with Fleming on the inside, Holloman on the outside, and here comes Jason Myers and Tim Brown.
All sorts of action happening everywhere. How deep does Danny Bone send it? Can he get back to the rear bumper of Brandon Ward before the end of this race? It's about maybe half a car length, and that's just enough for Brandon Ward to hang on to things. 3 laps to go at Bowman Gray.
2 laps to go for Brandon Ward. Coming around, he should see the white flag in the Market USA 100, and he sees a little space behind him as well. The fans are on their feet. Will we get one last attempt from Danny Bone? The battle is on for the 4th position. Jason Myers gets into the number 69, trying for the 4th spot, but it's Brandon Ward taking the victory.
Brandon Ward, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon, win number 3 on the season. What a race that was. You had all you can handle. There were multiple lead changes at the end. What a race. For folks that think there's not double wide racing here, they're crazy.
Well, I knew it was going to come down to a show between us and the one before he broke, and then it was a good show between us and Danny Bone. Danny Bone's a heck of a race car driver. That was a lot of fun. That's about as hard as you can race without dumping each other around a quarter-mile racetrack. So thanks to him for racing us hard and putting on a good show for these fans here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And thanks to Kevin Powell and Jeff Day, Will Spa, this entire New Day Motorsports team for, once again, good race cars. Brought a championship car back and got 3 wins on the season. And PME engines, great power, iHeartRadio, Q104, Kevin Powell's Foothill Ford and Kevin Powell Motorsports, Molecule Stilo, Racing Electronics, Miller Welders, Don and D Stone, Tim White, Precision Built Spindle, PSR Race Cars. I just can't say enough about this group. My little girl's here again, Kylie. Her and Kathy Lee are here to be in victory lane, and she loves that. And I don't know. It's just a good race car 2 weeks in a row, 3 wins on the season. I thought we can get several more.